This was supposed to be the chosen one, the flagship killer that would finally put a Snapdragon 8 Elite, the most powerful mobile chip on the planet, into a compact, affordable handheld. We're talking about the AYANEO Pocket Fit 8 Elite. But today, the dream is dead. AYANEO just officially pulled the plug, and it's not because the device failed, it's because the global economy is breaking. Welcome to the RAMpocalypse of 2026. Why did a company known for releasing dozens of devices suddenly surrender? Why is your next handheld about to get much more expensive? Today, we're going inside the collapse of the Pocket Fit 8 Elite and the terrifying reality of the 2026 component crisis. To understand why this cancellation hurts so much, we have to look at what we're losing. The Pocket Fit was launched under AYANEO's sub-brand, Conquer. The goal, maximum power, minimum price. While the standard version used the Snapdragon G3 Gen 3, the Elite variant was a beast. It packed the Snapdragon 8 Elite, internally known as the 8 Gen 5. We're talking about second-gen Oryon cores on a TSMC 3nm process. Check these numbers. Compared to the 8 Gen 2 we loved in 2024, this chip delivered a 45% jump in single-core performance and a massive 80% boost in multi-core tasks. In ANTU2 V10, it scored over 2.7 million points. It could emulate Nintendo Switch or even PC games via WinLater with ease. And AYANEO actually solved the heat problem. While flagship phones were hitting 56 degrees Celsius, 132.8 degrees Fahrenheit, and throttling to 30% performance, the Pocket Fit's massive active cooling fan kept it at 98% stability in stress tests. It was technically perfect. So what went wrong? Enter the RAMpocalypse. Since late 2025, the AI boom has turned into a resource war. Giants like Samsung and SK Hynix are prioritizing AI data centers because that's where the big money is. This left small players like AYANEO in the cold. For the Pocket Fit Elite to work, it needed 24 gigabytes of LPDDR5X and 1 terabyte of UFS 4.0 storage. In previous years, those two parts were 16% of the cost. In 2026, they jumped to over 23%. Gartner reports that combined DRAM and SSD prices are set to rise 130% by the end of 2026. AYANEO realized to keep making the Pocket Fit Elite, they'd have to sell it at a loss or raise the price so high that no one would buy it. They chose to kill it instead. They're not alone. Competitors like AYANEO just hiked prices on the Odin 3 and Thor by up to $40 and killed their Ultra 24GB RAM models because they simply can't get the parts. So how does the market look now? It's a tale of two philosophies. AYANEO is staying in the game by charging the customer more. Their Odin 3 still offers that beautiful 6-inch AMOLED 120Hz screen. AYANEO, on the other hand, is pivoting to super premium. They're moving away from budget flagships to focus on monsters like the AYANEO Next 2. The Next 2 is insane. A 9-inch OLED, an AMD Ryzen AI Max 395 chip, and a 116 watt-hour battery. The price? $1,799. In 2026, the affordable high-end handheld is becoming a myth. Here is the most chilling prediction from Gartner. The under $500 PC and handheld market will completely vanish by 2028. Why? Because the next generation of 2nm chips, like the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro, will cost manufacturers over $300 per chip just to buy. Manufacturing a single wafer will cost $30,000. Unless Google's TurboQuant technology, which aims to reduce AI memory needs by 6x, can save the RAM market, we're entering an era where you either pay for a luxury device or you play on the cloud. If you were lucky enough to grab a Pocket Fit 8 Elite during the first batch or the final restock, hold on to it. You own a piece of history, one of the most powerful Android devices ever built before the world went crazy. AYANEO is trying to make things right with their 2026 service improvement plan, promising 48-hour response times in overseas repair centers in the US and Europe by April. But the message is clear: the golden age of cheap, powerful handhelds is over. What do you think? Is a $1,800 handheld the future, or are we all moving to cloud gaming? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay ahead of the RAMpocalypse. I'm your host, and I'll see you in the next one.